Hello students, welcome to Auja classes Smartness in Education. Here we are going to learn the next concept of pair of linear equations in two variables where we will learn about the concept of comparison of ratios of the coefficients of the pair of linear equations in two variables, and on the basis of that ratio we will determine the nature of the given lines or the given equations. In the previous class, we have talked about some problems and we have determined some particular conditions on the basis of which the nature of equations of linear equations can be determined. First one was a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2, then the lines are intersecting and they have exactly one solution. In the second situation, we have observed when the three ratios, that means a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 are equal to each other. In that situation, the lines are coincident and there are infinitely many solutions. Next is, if a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 and it is not equals to c1 by c2, in that condition the lines are parallel and they have no solution. So on the basis of these conditions we can determine the nature of the pair of linear equations in two variables. Let us see a problem where, on comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, we have to find out whether the lines represent the intersecting lines, parallel lines or coincident lines. So let us see different cases one by one. Here, comparing with the standard form, we get a1 as 5, b1 as -4, c1 as 8. We have a2 as 7, b2 as 6 and c2 is -9. a1 by a2 is equals to 5 by 7, b1 by b2 is -4 by 6. On simplification, we get it as -2 by 3 and c1 by c2 is -8 by 9. Seeing carefully that here a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2, and this condition represents the intersecting lines. These, the given lines represent intersecting lines and which refer to only one solution. Here, in the next problem, we have a1 as 9, b1 as 3, c1 is 12, a2 is 18, b2 is 6 and c2 is 24. Here a1 by a2, that is 9 by 18. On simplification we get 1 by 2. b1 by b2 is 3 by 6. On simplification we get 1 by 2, and c1 by c2, that is 12 by 24, that is again on simplification 1 by 2. So here the condition formed is a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2, and this condition represents coincident lines and which refer to infinitely many solutions. Let us see one more case comparing with the standard form. We get a1 as 6, b1 as minus 3, c1 as 10. a2 is here, a2 is 2, b2 is minus 1, and c2 is 9. Here we get a1 by a2 as 6 by 2, that means 3 by 1, b1 by b2 as minus 3 by 1, that means 3 by 1, and c1 by c2 is 10 by 9. So here the condition obtained is a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2, but they are not equal to c1 by c2. So this represents parallel lines, and they refer to the situation of no solution of given pair of equations. Let us solve some problems finding the unknown coefficients on the basis of the conditions we have learned earlier. For the following system of equations, we have to determine the value of k for which the given system of equations has unique solution. So these are quite important questions for examination point of view. So writing systematically, given equations are 4x plus ky plus 8 equals to 0, 2x plus 2y plus 2 equals to 0, and giving it as equation first and second, comparing the given equations with a standard form of pair of linear equations in two variables. We get a1 as 4. Let us first write the standard form of the equation: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Here we have a1 as 4, b1 as k, c1 as 8, a2 is 2, b2 is 2 and c2 is again 2. So here for unique solution, the condition is that a1 by a2 should not be equals to b1 by b2. So substituting the values, we get 4 by 2 should not be equals to k by 2. Solving, we get 2 is not equals to k by 2. Multiplying both the sides with 2, we get 4 is not equals to k. Here we had to find the value of k for which the given equations have unique solution. So to get unique solution, the value of k can be any real number except 4. Let us see one more problem based upon the same concept. Here, for each of the following system of equations, we have to determine the value of k for which the given system of equations have infinitely many solutions. So here again writing in the systematic manner, given equations are 2x plus 3y equals to 7, k plus 1x plus 2k minus 1y equals to 4k plus 7. So comparing with standard form, we get a1x plus b1y equals to c1, a2x plus b2y equals to c2. So here a1 is 2, b1 is 3 and c1 is 7. a2 is k plus 1, b2 is 2k minus 1 and c2 is 4k plus 3. So and the condition for infinitely many solutions is that a1 by a2 should be equals to b1 by b2 and it should be equals to c1 by c2. Here 2 by k plus 1 should be equals to 3 upon 2k minus 1 and it should be equals to 7 upon 4k plus 3. So taking any two values 2 upon k plus 1 equals to 3 upon 2k minus 1. We get 2 times 2k minus 1 equals to 3 times k plus 1. So here we get 4k minus 2 equals to 3k plus 3. So here shifting 3k towards left hand side, we get 4k minus 3k equals to 3 plus 2. That means the value of k obtained is 5. In the second scenario, let us take b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. So we get 3 upon 2k minus 1 equals to 7 upon 4k plus 3. So after cross multiplying, we get 7 times 2k minus 1, that means 12k plus 9 equals to 14k minus 7. Here shifting 7 towards left hand side, we get 9 plus 7 equals to 14k minus 12k. So the value of 2k is 16 and the value of k obtained will be 16 by 2. That means k is equals to 8. There is one more situation that is also possible, that if we take first and third term, so we get 2 upon k plus 1 equals to 7 upon 4k plus 3. So cross multiplying, we get 2 times 4k plus 3 equals to 7 times k plus 1. We get 8k plus 6 equals to 7k plus 7. If we shift 7k towards left hand side, we get 8k minus 7k equals to 7 minus 6. So the value of k obtained is 1. So for infinitely many solutions, the value of k can be 5, 8 or 1. But there is one more situation if we talk about no solution. In case of no solution, the value of a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, and that is not equals to c1 upon c2. So the first case we have seen, this was the first case, this was the second case, and this was the third case. So first case is also possible in case of no solution. But if we talk about infinitely many solutions, then there is only second and third case in which a1 upon a2 is equals to c1 upon c2 and b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. So here we will write, since case first is also a possibility for no solution, but case second and third are possible only in condition of infinitely many solutions. So the value of k can be 8 or 1. That will be the required answer. Let us see one more problem based upon finding the value of unknowns. Here, for each of the following system of equations, we have to determine the value of C for which the given system of equations have no solutions. So, writing in systematic form, we have given equations as Cx plus 3y equals to 3 and 12x plus cy equals to 6. This is equation number first and this is second. So, comparing with the standard form, that means a1x plus b1y equals to c1 and a2x plus b2y equals to c2, we get a1 by a2 as c by 12, b1 by b2 is 3 by c and c1 by c2 is 3 by 6. From the equations, we had a1 as c, b1 was 3 and c1 was again 3. a2 was 12, b2 was c and c2 was 6. So, for case of no solution, for no solutions, a1 by a2 should be equals to b1 by b2 and they should not be equals to c1 by c2. So let us first take the situation of a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2. That means c by 12 equals to 3 by c. So we get here we get c square equals to 12 into 3. That means c square equals to 36. So the value of c may be plus minus 6. Now taking the second value, that is b1 by b2 is not equals to c1 by c2. Taking b1 by b2 not equals to c1 by c2, that means 3 by c is not equals to 3 by 6. So we get 18 not equals to 3c, that means c is not equals to 18 by 3, that means plus 6. So we have obtained that the value of c should not be equals to 6. So the only possibility, so only possibility for no solutions is c is equals to minus 6 and that is the required answer. So here we have learned about the concept of comparison of ratios of coefficients of pair of linear equations, and we have determined the nature of the given equations on the basis of the comparison of the ratios of the coefficients of the pair of linear equations in two variables. Thank you. For more educational videos, like, share and subscribe to Ahuja Classes on YouTube. Thank you.